What's up, guys? It's Philly Gorilly here, your favorite source for gaming news, sarcasm, and unsolicited takes about obscure 2000s shovelware. Today we're talking about the two biggest forces in gaming right now, the PlayStation 5 and Nintendo's latest attempt at doing the absolute bare minimum and still winning, the Nintendo Switch 2. The Nintendo Switch 2 is officially a thing. And folks, it's not a rumor anymore. It's real. It exists. People have touched it, smelled it, tasted it. Let's not dwell on that. Releasing June 5th, 2025, Nintendo's new console is basically the Switch Pro we all streamed about for 5 years, except it doesn't have an OLED. So, here's what we know. It still docks, it still rocks, and it still runs Mario Kart 8. And if you think that's a joke, Nintendo literally confirmed Mario Kart 8 Deluxe will once again be a launch title. It's not a game anymore, it's a lifestyle. But let's talk about new features, because Nintendo's pulling out some stops this time. Not many, but enough to trick us into opening our wallets like hypnotized Pikachus. Who's the hypnotic, Psyduck? I know Psyduck. Whirly. Comment that Pokemon down below, please. First up, virtual game cards. It's basically digital game sharing, where you can lend someone your digital game for 14 days. It's kind of like when you loaned your cousin Pokemon Yellow in 1999, and he gave it back with your Mew missing and renamed all your Pokemon to swear words. Except now it's digital, and somehow even more terrifying. Second new feature, GameShare. Yeah, because that's different. It lets you play certain multiplayer games across multiple multiplayer Switch 2 consoles using just one copy. Yeah, it's like download play from the DS. 2025. That's right, it's couch co-op for people who haven't shared a couch since Animal Crossing locked everyone inside. Yeah, I'm not even going to say the name of the year. I don't want to do that. But, and this is Nintendo we're talking about. Yeah, nice. GameShare only works for certain titles, which I'm assuming means exactly 3. And one of them is Clubhouse Games, because of course it is. Now here's where things get really weird. microSD Express? That's the new memory format they're pushing, because the games are even bigger now. Breath of the Wild 2? That thing is a beefcake. Metroid Prime 4? Probably stored on a floppy disk in Reggie's basement. Reggie mentioned. Wow, I love him. GTA 6? Yeah, imagine. To play the newest titles at proper low ad speeds, you'll need one of those fancy little microSD express cards, which will probably cost more than the console. Yeah, because nothing streams next gen like mandatory storage upgrades. On Black Friday, I got a SSD for my PS5, and I never had to buy anything else. So, you know what? That probably added up. Okay. Well, I got my PS5 for $800 because I'm a pay pig. I'm a whale, as I said in one of my earlier videos that none of you saw. Anyway, final verdict on the Switch 2. It's shaping up to be a solid upgrade, but one that's still it's still gonna make us question how Nintendo got away with this every single time. Is it powerful? Kinda. You know, Witcher 3 is still gonna run at 30 frames per second, so. But Donkey Kong The Wild Hunt looks actually really good. Maybe that'll 45 with VRR, HDR, whatever. They never really talked about the jargon, do they? Anyway, they're not supposed to, honestly. Blue Ocean. Is it going to sell 150 million units because they put Waluigi on the box? Absolutely. Yeah, the same thing with the microSD. If there's a picture of Yoshi on the plastic that I throw in the garbage, I'm buying it. But now, let's talk about the other side of the gaming coin. Sony. Xbox? I don't know what that is. That's Peanuts. Phil Spencer is the CEO of Peanuts at this point. The PlayStation. It's the company that built a beautiful futuristic box that wasn't the Dreamcast and then forgot immediately how to make menu music. I kind of like the PS5. It's more ambient. The PS4 is more friendly, and I like that more, but I don't want to be Max Landis or anything. We're currently 4.5 years into the PS5's life, and I gotta be honest, it still feels like the launch window. Except instead of games, we got an existential crisis and 15 different ways to play The Last of Us again. Yeah, I didn't play it yet. I didn't even play God of War. Is it good? Comment down below. I think it sucks. Comment down below what you think. It's terrible. What do you think? Enter the April 30th state of play. Wait, was that today? Sorry, guys, I've been eating too many bananas. Sony's big broadcast that promised to show us the future of gaming? And by future, I mean Borderlands 4. Give it up, Randy. A VR game only 4 people will play, and a 12-second teaser for something we won't even see until the PS6. Let's start with what was shown. Borderlands 4. It's Borderlands 2, but worse, I could imagine. Claptrap is back, because in the movie, Jack Black. Jack Black is killing it, huh? He already made a career, and then he said, "Let me make another career." I respect him for it. Didn't make any good. It's kind of like his Bruce Willis era, Grocery Bunker, if you know. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Borderlands 2. Simply, Tales from the Borderlands is pretty good. I liked numbers flying off of enemies, I liked purple loot. Is purple the highest one? No, what I do like is, there's a cheese you could do in 2. Anyway, with the keys and stuff. But man, 4 games in and we're still acting like the gun that shoots fart jokes is fresh comedy. They're probably going to make like Riz Face or something. The Rizzler. There will probably be a gun called the Rizzler. How much do you want to bet? Huh? Besides that, we got some mid-tier announcements, some indie games that look like they'll be fun for 5 minutes, a VR sword fighting game. Yeah. So, because Gorn doesn't exist. No. And yet again, no first-party bombshells. No Spider-Man 3 teaser. No Bloodborne remaster. Oh. That was the first genuine emotion. Not even a new Astrobot game. At this point, Sony's just throwing us breadcrumbs and acting like it's a cake. Let them eat cake. There's no end to what they'll take. I mean, the last state of play had more filler than a Naruto arc. Dragon Ball Z. I like Dragon Ball Z more. What do you guys think? I watched a 6-minute trailer about farming on Mars. That's not a game, that's a tax write-off, like the new Donkey Kong. I think that game was developed as a tax write-off. And look, I get it. Not every showcase can be a knockout. Like the freaking, the pre-Switch 2 Nintendo Direct. My yal. But when you hype up... Oh, God. But when you hype up a state of play and deliver 12 indie games and a Borderlands cutscene, it starts to feel like less of a state of play and more like a state of decay. Has anyone played that? Comment down below if you've ever played State of Decay. Or Sunshine, Arizona, or whatever it's called. Let's take a step back and really look at what's happening here. Nintendo, with its Fisher-Price hardware and caveman online infrastructure, is dominating the market with games that run at 30 FPS, Witcher 3, and crash if you looked at them wrong. I never played Witcher 3 on Switch because it's not worth it. But maybe it runs better. You can comment. Hey, comment down below if it runs better than I think. Sony, with its 4K ray-traced Giga Machine, is struggling to give us more than ports and shooters with sad dads. Yeah, sad dads is what we're going with. On one hand, you've got Nintendo saying, here's the same console but slightly better. We would like to play now with more Waluigi. And somehow we all go, take my money. I think everything is sold out, right? You guys do the research. On the other hand, you've got Sony saying, here's a 15-minute trailer for a third-person stealth game where nothing happens. Man, that's common, huh? And we all go, cool, I'll wait for Game Pass. And then we all go, wait, that's on Xbox. Not gonna do that. Comment down below if you love Xbox and hate me. At least Nintendo commits to the bit, They know their fans will buy anything as long as they slap Mario or Zelda or Yoshi or whoever the new Donkey Kong is. I mean, is Seth Rogen gonna do the mocap? Meanwhile, Sony fans are just out here begging for new IPs like it's a war crime. They're doing it often because it's a war crime? Wow. Good social commentary. Hey, that's what you come here for, right? The Switch 2 might not be revolutionary, but at least it's trying. Sony? They're coasting like it's Gran Turismo 7, and they're stuck in second gear. I love Gran Turismo 7. What a master class in racing. Mario Kart World, what are you gonna do? So where does that leave us? Well, I'll tell you. It leaves us right here, waiting, hoping, we're watching. I don't want to get copyright struck by JG Quentin. No, that's a regular show. Marsh, right? Doofenshmirtz. Anyway, he made the show. Very talented guy. I love him. He made that cartoon as an excuse to make music, and I really appreciate that. I love Phineas and Ferb. I got ants in my pants, squirrels in my pants, whatever. Sitting in our gamer chairs, speaking of which, overpriced energy drinks in hand, unless you go to the gas station, 2 for $5 rain. Come on. Sponsor me. Watching live streams that promise everything and deliver another sizzle reel.
Very weird.
It is sizzle reel? It's like, not scissor reel?
Nah, never mind.
Huh. Shout out to GVG. I thought they were mispronouncing it. The Switch 2 is coming. The PS5 is drifting. And we're all just trying to find one danged game. Danged. Very nice. That doesn't start with remake or end with live service. Oh, God. Speaking of live service, y'all excited for the new Dustbloods? I think I'm blowing that out of proportion. It's not gonna be that bad. I hope. Put Bardar in it. Put Bardar and Vengarl and Benhart of Judo. I'll buy it in a heart. I will buy a Switch 2 just for that. Anyway, that's all for today's Jungle of Opinions. I've been Philly Gorilly. Ooh. That was like Randy Orton. Your one-stop shop for gaming news, sarcasm, and violently average platformers. Smash that like button like it owes you lunch money. Subscribe if you want more Gorilla Chaos. And leave a comment telling me what you want from the next state of play. And if anyone says Nat 3, unironically, I'm sending you a strongly worded cease and desist. Signed by Nat himself. So yeah, what do you guys think? I don't like the Nat slander. Nat is awesome. We need to de-emphasize jumping in games, I feel like. And combat as a whole. So yeah, what do you think? Are you excited for everything coming? Everything in the future? In the world? I'm not. So thanks. Bye-bye.